And where we are going. We were in Honolulu, but let's get back to the mainland. We're headed now to Phoenix, Arizona for this week's Mayor Monday.
No surprise that the Valley of the Sun is betting on solar, but how else is Phoenix hoping to rise from the economic crisis? Let's check in with the mayor, Phil Gordon, hot off the Cardinals win over Green Bay last night.
Congrats.
Congratulations, Mayor. Not bad.
Not bad at all. Go Cardinals.
Yeah, and go Phoenix, because you look at this city, and while we'll get to the budget situation in a minute, that's not the greatest picture, but overall you look at this company, this city rather, and you're doing things that are attracting jobs, such as getting Chinese companies to open plants in your city, when usually it's the complete reverse. What is the philosophy of your government in running this city?
Well, first of all, it's pro-business. We know that companies to prosper will help the city because we're so dependent on revenue and the budget is so hurtful right now. Secondly, it's the 21st century businesses that are good-paying jobs, that have a future, and that will spin off new discoveries. So it's solar, it's bioinformatics, it's healthcare, it's defense work, and Phoenix has always been known for its entrepreneurship and for new industries. Now we're focused to spread the word not only nationwide but worldwide. What a great place it is to live, a low, especially now, cost of living for housing, and a place where families can play outside. And as you said, 360 days of sun out of 365. So it's a great place, as I have done, to raise a family, and it's even a better place for businesses to put long-term investments in.
All right. Well, Mayor, it's up to me to bring up some bad news here. And, of course, you guys have been hit very hard by housing over the past couple of years. It was boom city a few years ago, but then you were hit by the subprime mess that got everybody else. You now have a $245 million budget gap, and some people are suggesting you may institute a food tax in order to help fill in that budget gap. Some people are saying instituting a tax like that right now would be political suicide in addition to economic suicide. What do you say?
Well, number one, we're going to have a community discussion. That's what I've been known for. And, the community is the one that has passed initiatives to make a great place to live. And so we have the infrastructure of parks and great police and fire stations and clean water. Number two is, we are in such hardship conditions today that because we've been cutting our budget for the last 6 years despite our growth. And over the last 7 years, we've added about 200,000 people to the city. So we have 2004 revenues with 2010 expenses to keep and maintain the quality of life without even increasing it.
Mayor, I think what David was asking was, would you support even a 2% tax on food at a time where people are struggling anyway, especially in your city where foreclosures and subprime hit it pretty hard?
I would, and the reason being is, number one, if we don't, that food tax will bring in about $50 million, which still leaves $200 million out of a $1 billion budget to cut. So you can see that, in fact, if we eliminated every department and every office in management and just left public safety, we still wouldn't have a balanced budget. So the cuts in public safety, while they're going to be very hard, would be draconian if we didn't do this. Number two is we'll have a hardship fund. We spend money for homeless, we spend money for the poor and the elderly, and out of this revenue we'll create a hardship fund that will take care of the extremes. And three is we wouldn't put it.
The problem with some of these taxes is the revenue is all hypothetical. That is, you may actually end up forcing people to go elsewhere to buy their milk and food products and not get the revenue that you're now depending on. You're counting your chickens before they hatch.
Well, under normal circumstances, you're right, and that's what we're always sensitive to. But all the other cities in the surrounding in the valley for hundreds of miles that aren't aware of all have the food tax. In fact, we're the lowest tax and wouldn't be of overall the city's 2%.
Yeah, but maybe people who've been shopping in Phoenix because you didn't have a tax now will go back to their own hometown and shop for their move. So either way, you shouldn't rely on that tax revenue as though it's determined, as though it's an absolute.
Well, and again, the city of Phoenix, I understand your point, and we budget ultra conservatively. That's why we're the only major city in the country that has AAA bond ratings, because we do take a conservative approach. The amount I've given you is something that, while we won't bank it,
sure,
again, if it doesn't come in, we won't spend it, and it wouldn't be affecting the operational side if it doesn't come in.
Mayor, join us again, and good luck to the Cardinals. Oh, boy, it's going to be fun there in
Okay.
Phoenix.
See you later, Mayor.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a million.